Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Forest Job. I know I did say originally that we were going to next convene at the FA Cup match against Fulham, but I was thinking about it, and the more I thought about it, the more I realised that I would be doing a disservice to this series and indeed this channel if I didn't take us on a little trip down memory lane and play a game against Newcastle United once again. We have bumped the difficulty up to Superstar for today's match. We are away from home after all, so it should be a difficult game. We're going to have a go at them and see if we can get the 3 points. Hopefully we can. We know that we are capable on our day at this level. It's just a matter of putting it all together. Hernandez starts up front for us. Guerrero has been dropped from the team. He's done nothing wrong, I should point that out, but Hernandez has been in very good form. Cosgrove has given us some decent form as well, and Nyangbo has started to put it together as well as that. And with Guerrero retiring at the end of the season, and I do want to try and give Guerrero a few more games, but with him retiring, I thought that it was important that we give those three strikers the best opportunity that we can of getting embedded into the team. So they all take their places either on the bench or in the starting lineup in the place of Guerrero. Samba will be playing in goal for us with Worrell, Bremer, Willems, and Zafwik going along the back. Obviously, Willems on one side and Zafwik over the other. We'll go to the game plan here, and you can see there that Willems will be playing left back for us today. Zafwik on the right as normal, and Bremer and Worrell forming what is a really fearsome partnership in the centre back berths. Oriol Busquets is maintaining his role as defensive midfielder after Kabayi came in for him last time out. Hadji and Arcas ahead of him, with Hernandez, as I mentioned, taking up the central striking berth with Centurion on the left and Joe Lolly on the right. So let's see what we can do against this team from Newcastle. It's away from home, it's on Superstar difficulty, and we are kicking off right now. I did come to the difficult decision to start putting it back up to Superstar again. I know I had my share of frustrations with the game at that level, but it it was getting to be a little bit too easy on top player. I don't think that fourth in the league is our true level at the moment with the squad that we have. So I have to make the adjustments necessary. The we're striving for some level of realism here, as real as you can be, considering that we signed some 16-year-old legends from the youth team and then immediately sent them off for quite a bit of money, as Hernandez loses out and the ball gets pumped forward to Joel Linton. Joel Linton's not going to have any luck there. Busquets now plays it to Hadji on the right-hand side into Joe Lolly. He has Zafwik outside of him, and he uses him. It's going to be a very early cross from Zafwik, and Woodman takes the ball very comfortably before powering it out to Joel Linton. That's a really powerful throw from Woodman. And Joel Linton now playing very deep, picking the ball up. Bremer trying to come forward and win the ball before it gets to the defensive area of the pitch. He's being proactive, which is good to see, but could put us in a little bit of trouble, so we're going to have to be careful about that. Zafwik and Dummett just about. Zafwik keeps it in. Well, I wasn't sure that was in. I thought he might have actually allowed it to roll just out, but he got away with it. Now Busquets in the centre of the pitch, options ahead of him, and it's played right into the feet of Longstaff, who finds eventually Dummett out on the left. St. Maximan, the first man to gather the ball from him. And now Fernandez with a long ball for Bremer underneath it. Wins the header, but the second ball's picked up by John Joe Shelvey. Lascelles, who's a very good centre-back in his own right. Long ball forward. Worrell does a good job, but can't stop the second ball again from falling to John Joe Shelvey. We're going to have to keep an eye on him as Joel Linton turns on the ball. For a second, Worrell looked like he was going to have to block it, but ended up not having to. Here's Arcas out to Willems, looking to build up play ahead of him. Into Hadji in the middle. Now back to Arcas. Protecting the ball well there. Thought he might lose it for a second. There's Lolly. Back to Zafuik. Into Hernandez. Oh, he's not managed to finish it. Hernandez with a header, and it goes just past the near post. Lovely play from Nottingham Forest. They are definitely creating chances here at St James's Park. You see that initial header from Hernandez just going wide of the post, but he got himself in a good position. As Woodman restarts play with the goal kick, Worrell underneath it with Joelinton, and John Joe Shelby will miss out this time. Oh, but it's a terrible pass which gives the ball away. Joelinton using his strength, but even though he loses the ball, he ends up keeping possession because he just blocks off the path of the player that was looking to... Oh dear, Fraser. Javi Manquillo, Joelinton. Good save from Samba. And it goes out of play for a corner kick, I think, to Newcastle United. Worrell was a little bit poor on the ball there. I thought that he had intercepted it, but Fraser, I think it was, who ended up managing to... Oh, it's a goal kick. Well, colour me surprised. Definitely thought that that was a corner, but apparently it was the follow-up from the Newcastle player that put it out of play. It's Bremer to Busquets, who likes to drop deep when the ball is in the defensive third. Now Arcas into Centurion. Loses out. And now Joelinton leading the line. The only problem for Joelinton is he has a lack of pace, comparatively speaking. And that can hamstring the Newcastle attack sometimes. Now Lolly and Hadji. Oh, it's Hernandez! It's Hernandez! 1-0! 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. A brilliant take by Hernandez. It was fizzed into his feet by Hadji. Great 1-2 between Hadji and... was it between Hadji and Lolly? I'm not sure actually. But here's the through ball into Hernandez. Brilliant control by the big man. And he's able to slot it away. Here's a reverse angle of it. Hadji just threading the eye of the needle there. Hernandez with one touch just pokes it up in the air a little bit and then manages to adjust himself so he can finish it superbly well. And it's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest here at Newcastle United. So Newcastle have it all to do now. 1 goal down, 33 minutes into this first half. Long ball forward, Worrell underneath it with Joelinton yet again. And Arcas picks up the second ball. Worrell having a fantastic battle with the Brazilian centre forward Joelinton. Arcas, Hadji. Worrell. Busquets now. Should have known that that pass wasn't going to work. Wanted to try the reverse pass and it didn't really come off. As Zafuik looks like he'll win this header, but he only manages to get it as far as Sean Longstaff. Joelinton picks it up on the wing. Can he find a cross from this direction? Well, he puts it in. And we're Bremer just about managing to deal with it. And Hayden wins it off of Hernandez. Hayden's a very good defensive midfielder. We saw a lot of him in the last series. Here's Fraser. Fraser again. Javi Manquillo. Great tackle from Willems. And he knows he's got the man ahead of him, Centurion, so he just plays it up to him nice and easy. Here's Arcas into Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez was nearly through there. But he doesn't give up. It's good to see. And I was about to say the final whistle, but the half-time whistle goes here at Newcastle United to herald the end of an interesting first half. Nottingham Forest leading this game 1-0. Very, very even game. 3 shots for Nottingham Forest, 2 on target. Newcastle with 2 shots, only 1 troubling the goalkeeper. Fairly even possession-wise in this first half. We'll see how things go in the second and whether or not Newcastle will change things up with their front line. Because I don't know if Joelinton is going to be leading the line come the end of this game. I would imagine they have a much pacier asset on the bench who's going to give us a lot of trouble if and when he comes on. Worrell. Arcas picks up the lob ball, plays it back to Bremer. Busquets. Back out to Arcas. Now Willems. Plays it down the line for Centurion. It's intercepted by Fernandez, who puts it out for a throw into Nottingham Forest. And here's the change that I was thinking might happen. Callum Wilson coming on for Joel Linton. And this is a very different kind of player to defend against. Well, one back by Lolly. That's lovely. Hadji, still Hadji. Oh, he's just had it nicked off of him. A lovely play between Hadji and the player just to the right of him, whose name I didn't catch. Willems will try an in-swinging corner. Lolly underneath it. Comes out as far as Busquets, who will pick it up. Sifweek. And he's just nudged, and as a result, Newcastle win the goal kick. It's that kind of play that just bugs me. You know, it is foul play, but not foul play enough that you'll get a free kick for it ever. Callum Wilson turns on the ball. Busquets and Worrell get in each other's way, but not enough to cause any problems for us. Now here's Centurion. Hadji into Lolly. Sifweek, early ball in. Hernandez was looking to get onto that one, didn't manage it in the end. Sifweek again, strong enough to hold off the challenge of St Maximin. Hadji may have given that one away. St Maximin on the ball now. Sifweek gets his feet to it, but Callum Wilson picks up the loose ball, and away come Newcastle, and it's over the top, and it's Isaac Hayden, the most unlikely of figures. And the goalkeeper pulls out a fantastic save to deny Isaac Hayden, who really was the last person that you would have expected in the centre-forward position. Great save from Samba, but now we have to defend a corner kick. And it's going to be Shelvey to take it, an outswinger with his right. In it comes. Sifweek underneath it. Gets his head to it. Out as far as Dummett. St Maximin. Bremer winning the tackle. And away we come with the ball now. Arcas. Sifweek. Hadji to Arcas. Willems. Early ball in. Misses everybody, including Hernandez, who was the aim. And it goes out for a goal kick. So a long one down the middle. Worrell underneath it. Doesn't win the header, but it does fall kindly for his teammates. And we managed to get the ball away here. Hadji. Arcas. Fizzes one into Willems. Runner inside. Centurion has it. Cross into the box. Arcas. Hadji plays it back out. Willems tries to put it back into the box. Deflects off of a Newcastle defender, and it's going to be a corner here for Nottingham Forest. This has been a very good display from Nottingham Forest. We're going to try and throw it over the top here. Willems. Again looking for that cross into the box. Couldn't quite find it, but he does win himself a throw-in. Busquets tries a cross in this time. Oh, that's a poor one. And it's mopped up by Zafweek. Now Bramer. To Willems. Lovely dinked pass into Busquets. Well, I'm not sure who that pass was intended for, but it didn't reach anyone. And now Manquillo to Fernandez. Back to Manquillo. Forest are trying to close off the passing lanes to force that, which paid off in our favour in the end. We're trying to force the long pass, and it's working quite well for us. Lolly! Oh, so close, Joe Lolly! Beautiful pass picked out by Worrell into Centurion, who played it into Hernandez. Little back flick, and Lolly on his favoured left, just putting it wide of the post. Lovely play from Nottingham Forest, seeing the pass and picking it out. Bramer and Wilson. Bramer wins the ball convincingly. Second ball, not so fortunate though. Fraser. Shelby. And Bramer, no nonsense, smashes it into Fraser and wins himself a goal kick as Matty Longstaff comes on for his brother. Again, I have completely neglected the substitutes bench, so I'll use that bench now. Yuri Ribeiro on for Willems, and a little bit more pace up front with Victor Malejo coming on. And should we just stick a big man up top? Why not? Let's go for the big man routine in these final seconds of the game. We'll just knock it up long and see if we can get a runner. Cosgrove's going to try and flick it on to a runner here. Couldn't quite manage it, unfortunately, but that's all that she wrote. It's a 1-0 win for Nottingham Forest. A really fun game to play. Hopefully an equally fun game for you guys to have spectated today, as we take all 3 points against a game at Newcastle United. And this is the kind of action that I'm looking for on this difficulty level. The shot from Hernandez early on in the 22nd minute, which really well done by Woodman to get down to the ball and save it. A reaction save is another effort from Hernandez. A minute later, we were trying to fizz these balls in all day, and with varying levels of success. Fraser then having the opportunity after Worrell made the mistake in possession on the edge of the area, and Samba pulling out a brilliant save. He actually pulled out a couple of real game savers for us today. And then here it was, the winning goal, Hadji fizzing it into the feet of Hernandez, who just stood it up and then slotted it past Woodman, bottom left-hand corner from the goalkeeper's point of view. It was a goal that he enjoyed very much. It was a goal that I enjoyed, probably even more so. And it's just a lovely through ball into him. Beautiful, beautiful movement. And I'll show you something in a minute, which is his stats, the reason why I bought Hernandez, as we leave the highlights just before Isaac Hayden's miracle chance. A really equal game. Possession-wise, we did really well in the second half. Once we had that lead, we didn't need to push forward, so we just played a little bit safer on the ball. Hernandez with a 7.5 rating in the game. Oriol Busquets, who did nothing wrong, only getting a 5. I think that's very, very unfair indeed. Here's the rest of the results from today's Matchday 26 results. Manchester City and Liverpool both picking up maximum points. Norwich City going away to Burnley and doing the same. Everton beating Leeds 4-1. Tottenham beating Brighton 1-0. Arsenal winning 1-0 against Fulham. Chelsea with a 2-0 win against Southampton. Crystal Palace beating West Ham United 1-0. And Manchester United beating Wolverhampton Wanderers 4-2. So there we go. How does the league look? Well, obviously we won the game, so we're going to be where we were before. We're third in the league. Expect that to drop off as we continue to play on a harder difficulty level. Third place, just it feels a little bit too easy at this moment. It feels a little bit too easy. So we have put the difficulty up, and we'll hopefully kind of find where we should be in the pack. I'm hoping that we can play well enough that we can maintain a place in European competition. That would be lovely for next season. Right, now, I said I was going to show you something, and I am going to show you something, which is Hernandez's stats. And the reason why we initially bought him is the number right next to offensive awareness. He's rated at the moment at 83. And having watched quite a few Spoony Pizzas videos of late, I am becoming very much aware of the fact that with this version of the game especially, the single most important stat of any player that you can have in the centre forward role is offensive awareness, because it completely informs their movement off the ball. It's how they hold themselves against the attacking line. Do they get found offside more often than not? Do they get themselves into the areas that you would expect the striker to get into when you have the ball in certain areas? And I think we all saw today with Hadji's pass through and Hernandez running onto the ball that the offensive awareness played a key part in that goal today, and his movement in general was superb. So there we go. That's what I wanted to show you as far as Hernandez was concerned. That's everything for today. As I initially promised, when we come back tomorrow, we will be taking in the FA Cup match against Fulham at the Stade de Sagittaire. But until then, all it leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.